Welcome to Mainland Television Regional News. I'm Graham O'Brien, and today's news: keeping your job in the real world, award for Forest and Bird, new centre in Stoke open for feedback, and more. Last week we put the spotlight on councillor attendance, or in some instances lack of it, at Nelson City Council, including the long-term plan which has just been signed off. I went out to businesses in Nelson to ask if that kind of attendance would be tolerated by private business and what would they expect to happen if it wasn't. These business owners who may have to deal with council were happy to speak with us but didn't wish to appear on camera. Some of our councillors are not attending all their scheduled meetings, some only half. In the private business for us, what would happen if this was your employee?
Well, I don't think it's good enough. I think they should attend, and if they don't, they're out.
As would happen with us?
Oh yeah, definitely. If you don't perform, you're getting paid to do that, and you're not coming and even, sending messages to say, hey, I won't be in today. So I'd say out.
So if this was your employee, what would happen to them?
They wouldn't be our employee anymore. They'd be fired. Yeah, it's just they're a reflection of your business, and if you haven't got good staff in these economic times, well, you might as well close your doors or get people that are.
If that was your employee, what would happen?
Well, you'd have to go through the legal channels, but definitely 3 warnings and then you're out. It's not really on, is it? I would never want someone like that employed in the first place.
Some councillors are only attending half of their scheduled meetings. Is this acceptable for our elected representatives?
It's not unusual. They've been doing it for a long time.
No, I've read about that, and that's not good enough at all.
It would depend on what the specific meeting was. If they all need to be there to make a decision, they should be there. If they're getting paid, they should be there. But if they don't need to be there, then I don't know.
Do you think we should start cutting the pay when you don't turn up like we get?
I would think so. They should be on an hourly rate and that's it.
If you or I didn't turn up to half of our meetings or our employment, what would we expect from our employer?
You would get your wage cut.
Nelson City Council has apologised for any disruption for state highway traffic along Adify Drive, which will be diverted onto Adify Crescent on 2 occasions overnight this month, to allow for continued upgrade works at the Koro Park wastewater pump station. The detour will be in place on the nights of Wednesday the 15th and Monday the 27th of July from 7 p.m. to 6 a.m. A Nelson woman has been honoured by Forest and Bird as one of the 6 conservationists for contributions to protecting New Zealand's native plants and animals. Julie McClintock of Nelson Forest and Bird has been awarded the Old Blue Award, which pays honours for her exceptional contribution to Forest and Bird in Nelson over a period of more than 30 years. Julie has played a key hands-on role in a number of projects, including the Pelorus Bat project and the Parramatta Flats, once used for grazing and now flourishing with bird life such as the rare South Island fernbird and branded rail. This week, Chrissy Small caught up with big footprints in the new exhibition on dinosaurs at the Nelson Provincial Museum. She spoke to the museum CEO Peter Millward about the exhibition, which we covered in news earlier this week. However, she also spoke to Peter about his time at the Nelson Provincial Museum as CEO.
Now, Peter, obviously we're talking about big footprints here, but you're eventually going to be leaving us here at the museum, so...
I don't know about footprints, but I'm going to be taking some big steps.
But you're going to leave some big footprints behind for someone to fill, aren't you?
Well, what we're hoping, of course, is that my wife and I are planning on staying here in Nelson, and so one of the things that we want to do is to get out and about and do some of the walks and enjoy the environment, and we use the beaches as you and I have talked about before. Yes. We love going for a walk on the beach. Well, it's going to be rather nice to be able to go for a walk on the beach at the time that suits me and not around meetings and must-dos and all the work that normally comes. So it's going to be a big change of lifestyle, but we're really looking forward to it.
Yeah, well, maybe we'll run into you on the beach and we'll see your big footprints out there on the sand.
Hopefully not, I hope they don't get fossilised. Fossilised for all time, but who knows? You and I might end up doing trips and reporting on on important science events somewhere in the future.
I would certainly hope so, Peter. I'm sure this is not going to be the last time we hear from Peter Millwood.
Well, I certainly hope not. And, can I just say, I've really enjoyed working with the team from Mainland. It's been a lot of fun the last 7 years. I think we've achieved some really wonderful exhibitions. We've certainly had lots of enjoyment. And so thank you, Chrissy, for your help in that as well.
Well, thank you, Peter. It's been a real pleasure, and I just encourage everyone to get down here and support our museum, because we've had some sensational exhibitions, and this is just another one. We've got the ongoing World War I exhibition. Someone will be related to you there, so come down and enjoy what we have here.
We're getting closer and closer to 1,000 names marked on the wall, which is truly an incredible. I mean, it just shows you how close Nelson is as a community. When you think that of 2,700 names of Nelson provincial men and women who served in World War I, where over a third of them have been marked by relatives already. I just think that's wonderful.
It is, and there'll be obviously a lot more marking as people rediscover what's going on here.
Well, that's what we hope. I've got a couple of staff who are hoping that we might hit the 1,000 mark by the time I actually leave at the end of August. That'd be nice.
All right, so the challenge has been set.
Yeah.
Hear that, Nelson?
Well,
get down here.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. We've got a couple of staff who are beginning to ring names in the phone book now and say, yours is still a common name. Did you have relatives serving in World War I? And we want to encourage people to come in and honour their family. It's been wonderful. I think you and I have said before, 90 of the names on the wall have been marked by the children of the servicemen. That's pretty special.
It is.
Not grandfathers.
No.
These people are coming in and honouring their father.
Yeah.
That's very special.
It is. It is indeed, Peter. And look, it's a credit to you and the team for what you've set up here, along with this exhibition as well, and all the others. It's been great. I think one of the memorable ones for me, other than what we've got now, is the Romans. The machines.
Roman machines, and of course before that, the Da Vinci machines was the biggie, and that must be 8 years ago, because it was the year before I started. So I'm just coming up on 7 years.
Yeah.
There are days where it feels like it might have been a lot longer, but in fact, in truth, the 7 years has whistled by, and it's been, as I say, a lot of fun.
Stoke Seniors will be among the first to see the concept design for their new community facility at Green Meadows Reserve this week as part of Nelson City Council's ongoing community engagement for the project. $5.6 million has been set aside in the 2015-16 and 2016-17 to build the facility, and Deputy Mayor Paul Matheson opened the discussion on the project at Stoke Seniors Club, showing them the new concept design, then listening to the community feedback. The concept designs will go to be considered on Thursday's Community Service Committee meeting at Council Chambers. It was all happening at the Tasman High School's squash tournament in Nelson this week as teams battled it out to find out who was the best of the best. I went and spoke with the president of Marlborough Squash Incorporated and a teacher at Marlborough Boys High School, Nick Dunn, and Amelia, one of the stars of the competition, about this Wednesday tournament held at the Nelson Squash Courts. Nick, you've brought quite a big squad over from Marlborough. Can you tell us a little bit about it, please?
Yes, we've got 5 boys teams from Marlborough Boys College and another 3 teams from the Girls College. So quite a large squad. We arrived in 3 minivans this morning on force. And most of our players are beginner squash players, and they are experiencing their first tournament or first time playing for the school. So this is a really nice taster for them in terms of secondary school squash, and what they'll get out of it, who knows, but they'll have fun. A young lad called Quinn Udy that is knocking on the door of A grade at the age of 16 at the moment. Quinn is a very talented player and certainly ranks in the top 10 in New Zealand at an under 19 level. Having said that, We've got a couple of girls that have come over, and with the Marlborough Girls College A team, they are in a position to actually be in a draw against the boys. And I predict, it's early days, but they're seeded second. That's probably not quite realistic when it comes to men and women playing squash. Grading points is different from performance. So I think that they'll potentially get third today, and they definitely are showing the boys that there's some pretty polished athletic squash going on.
Oh, that's quite amazing. So you've got the girls playing against the boys, is that correct?
That's true, and two of those girls have been shortlisted into a New Zealand secondary school squash squad, and that squad is opting or trying to get selected to play for a New Zealand secondary school team. That team will be selected at Nationals, and that's a team of 5. So we have 2 girls that are in a short list of potentially 10 players that they may or may not make that trip in that team. We also have Quinn that's also got a spot pending in that team as well. So to have 3 players from Marlborough competing against, together at such a high level definitely means that Marlborough pretty much punches slightly above its weight in the squash circles.
I'd say so. It's quite outstanding, and we'll look forward to the results and the future. It's quite a promising future for such young players.
It is good for them. It's good for Tasman as a whole. There's a lot of talent from the Nelson side of the hill as well, and squash is strong at the top of the south. It's a sport that we do well in, so good luck to the kids involved.
Amelia, you play for New Zealand, you play with the silver fern on your shirt. I mean, at a young age, how does that feel?
It feels really good, and like you've trained to get there and you got there, so it makes you feel pretty good and proud to be from New Zealand.
And how much training does it actually take to be the top in New Zealand?
Quite a lot, every day, mostly. Yeah.
You're talking about every day for how many hours?
Mostly, I've just trained for an hour or so a day. A lot, yeah.
And today you're playing against the boys. Is that sort of a bit out of your league, or do you feel like you can hold your own?
I play the men sometimes in interclub back some nights each week, and they run, but they play tough games. They play harder, so it's a good game when we play.
And you think it helps your game against the other woman when you're playing against the men?
Yeah, it makes you run more, and it makes you think quicker. And
Amelia, thanks very much, and congratulations on everything, and I hope you do well now and for your future games.
Thank you.
People around the region were treated to a stunning vision on Tuesday early evening as a layer of alto cumulus shaped by the wind, flowing over the surrounding landscape and illuminated by the setting sun, hung over the sky, moving across the bay. This large cloud was at a higher level in the atmosphere compared to the lower clouds close to the ranges in the background, and caught the sun for longer as the sun set, creating a spectacular sight. After the break, we'll bring you the latest weather update and some events and happenings coming up from around the region.
Why would you want to pay as much as $1,000 for a single bed mattress when you can buy a high quality locally made mattress like this for as little as $220? And a queen size mattress could cost you in excess of $3,000, but at Nelson Beds you could have a mattress like this as low as $425. So why would you go out and spend a fortune on your child's bedroom when you can come to Nelson Beds and buy a complete single mattress and base set, a 7-drawer Scotch chest, a headboard and a 3-drawer bedside cabinet for as little as $979? So call and discuss our custom manufacturing options and local after sales service at Nelson Beds, Nelson's only bedding manufacturer.
I'm Francis from Nelson Auto Glass. We repair all auto glass, stone chips, windscreen replacements, scratch removal.
If you have an auto glass issue, our team will sort it.
Nelson Auto Glass Specialists, 84 Vanguard Street, Nelson.
Hi, my name's Ian Mortimer. Mortimer Auto Upholstery is your one-stop shop for all your upholstery needs. We do car and boat interiors, boat canopies, ute tonneau covers, canvas and PVC fabrication. Call in and see us in Oxford Mews, 72 Oxford Street, Richmond.
Hi everyone, I'm Malcolm Harris from The Facilitators. We now look after sales for mainland TV, radio, Sky and online. New Zealand On Air's latest Colmar Brunton survey confirms mainland's large multimedia audience. If you're in business or want to put a message out to everyone in the Nelson Tasman region, plus nationwide on Sky or worldwide online, please give me a call or see our website at www.mainlandtv.nz.
We're the team at JCar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power,
electronics, toys,
sound systems, cables, and much, much more. JCar.
120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
Stoke Seniors Hall has something for everyone this month, starting on Wednesday the 8th of July. Come and listen to some great music from Sun City Ukes, starting 1:30 p.m. Thursday the 9th, enjoy the piano music and sing-along tunes of the new performer Sharon Rogers, also from 1:30 p.m. Both are a donation of $3. And then on Tuesday the 14th of July, it's Bastille Day, lunch starting at 12 p.m. The cost is $14 with a drink included. Please book. On behalf of the team here at Mainland Television News, thank you for joining us, and we'll bring you the latest news and events from around the region again tomorrow.
Supporting local content so you can see more of New Zealand on air.
Welcome to Smugglers Pub and Cafe, open 7 days a week with free parking all day. Our lunch menus have that fat old-fashioned flavour where we treat you like treasure with the food you'll savour.
We cater for children, grannies and granddads too, with special rates and privileges given to the elderly lunchtime crew. Our staff are friendly and kind and want to see you all come back time after time.
Daytime or evening, it doesn't matter. Give us a call on 546 4084 and we'll be happy to spoil ya.
World War I was a defining period in our history, impacting greatly on the lives of people from the Nelson province. Memories of the First World War is an exhibition which will be displayed in a number of regional venues and is currently on at the Nelson Provincial Museum.
.1 The Shed.
Little things you do,
The way that you smile,
maybe me and you.
perhaps in a while,
If you wanted to, then we can do what lovers do. Every time you're near,
this feeling inside
baby, it's so clear.
can't be denied.
I just want you here, so we can do what lovers do.
Love
kiss in the dark, they're hardly ever apart. We do what lovers do. Lovers talk on the phone, they smooch and they moan, won't leave each other alone. We do what lovers do, just me and you. Everywhere you turn,
My love will be there.
should you feel concerned,
My comfort is here.
know I wanna learn,
So we can
do what lovers do. Means the world to me,
If this love is true,
now the heart's set free.
it's starting anew.
If we both agree, we can do what lovers do. Lovers sharing their lives, no need to disguise the look of love in their eyes. We do what lovers do. Lovers greet the new day in a lover's cafe. Love and live in this way. We do what lovers do, just me and you. Other people say,
You know love is blind.
and I hope and pray,
We will both find
there will come a day when we can do what lovers do. We can do what lovers do. We can do what lovers do. Little things you do,
the way that you smile.
maybe me and you.
Perhaps in a while
If you wanted to, we could do what lovers do. We could do what lovers do. We could do what lovers do.
We're the team at JCar, right here in Nelson, 120 Hardy Street. Our shop is full of electronic items,
including security alarm systems, electronic components,
solar and power.
electronics toys,
Sound systems, cables, and much, much more. JCar.
120 Hardy Street, Nelson.
Welcome me hearties to Smuggler's Pub and Cafe, famous for hearty meals, craft ales and a friendly service way. Sensational seasonal menus with meals all day and evening too, or sail in for a snack with special menus for young smugglers and you. Settle in for a jolly old time, relax and enjoy our award-winning dining and a lovely fine wine. Decked out in an old worldly way, we're open 7 days. Book or come on in to 8 Muritai Street, not far from a beach, walk or swim. Phone 546408.
Nelson Tire Center. Great prices, great service. Buy your own Bryford trailer. All types, all sizes. See Colin Douglas for your tires and batteries.
Nestled in the garden city of Christchurch is one of New Zealand's most beautiful and famous holiday parks, where we join the wildlife with a warm welcome to all visitors. The canopy of trees and gardens provide a tranquil setting amongst all the amenities, playgrounds, swimming and spa pools, and entertainment on a grand scale. This wonderful park offers the weary traveller a haven of quality. Low-cost cabins, motels, tourist flats, caravan, campervan and campsites. Meadow Park, located on Cranford Street near the main North Road, Christchurch.
day when all the wrongs get put right. Back in their place when everything was so tight. I'll shout it from the highest heights. I'll paint it in the sky, then the sun is gonna shine. So I say, have a nice day now. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. You lost your way, your life was in black and white. At the rainbow's end, you found the strength there to fight. I'll shout it from the highest heights. I'll paint it in the sky, then the sun is gonna shine. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. You can fly. You can fly. Fly. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day. So I say, have a nice day now. Yeah. All over the world tonight, your colors are now bright. So have a good day.
Are you looking for a scooter, walker, wheelchair, baby seats or pushchairs? Then come in and see the Nelson Region Specialists at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library. We have a huge selection of scooters, walkers, wheelchairs and accessories, along with a free booklet guide. We also provide a breakdown service if you ever get a puncture or a flat battery. We have fully equipped service vans to rescue you. Hi, I'm Robin Jordan and I invite you to call in and see the friendly team at Mobility for You, 269 Queen Street, Richmond, opposite the library.
Hi, my name's Ian Mortimer. Mortimer Auto Upholstery is your one-stop shop for all your upholstery needs. We do car and boat interiors, boat canopies, ute tonneau covers, canvas and PVC fabrication. Call in and see us in Oxford Mews, 72 Oxford Street, Richmond.
I'm Larry London from VOA Music Mix, bringing you news on the hour from around the world, plus music 24/7, from the latest hits to those classic favorites to jazz on Saturday mornings, plus much, much more. You can contact us by Googling Mainland TV or follow us on Facebook. Cheers from the team at Mainland Radio 1 and VOA Music Mix.
I'm Francis from Nelson Auto Glass. We repair all auto glass, stone chips, windscreen replacements, scratch removal.
If you have an auto glass issue, our team will sort it.
Nelson Auto Glass Specialists, 84 Vanguard Street, Nelson.